Your goal in this game is to help Princess Tallowmere save her kittens that have been spread across the dungeon that you will be navigating. Don't let its cutesy aesthetic fool you. Tallowmere 2 Curse of the Kittens is a brutally difficult and unforgiving game. Being a roguelike game, there's not too much deviation from the first time you play it from the 10th time you play it. Rather, the enjoyment comes from the player seeing how technically proficient they become at the game and how far that they can make it. The game offers several weapons including bows, grenades, axes, and scythes for you to try to complete this task. As previously mentioned, this is a game where you should not expect to make it very far on your first few runs. The game starts off easy enough but can quickly overwhelm you if you're not too well versed in the game's mechanics. Each weapon has its useful range. Some weapons do better at close range and allow you to attack through walls but put you in harm's way. Others allow you to attack from a safe distance but damage you if you're in their blast radius. Over the course of the run, you'll flip between playstyles as you find better gear and better modifications. All the while, you will be leveling up and facing more and more enemies. The game's core gameplay mechanics are not too complex. Hit enemies until they die, kill enough enemies, level up, try and get better gear to beat your previous run, and repeat. Evident by the last statement and the type of genre that this game falls into, your progress is not saved across runs, meaning that when you die, you'll be starting off from scratch. If this is your first rodeo to a roguelike game, this can be incredibly off-putting. If you decide to persevere, you'll realize that over time you'll become more skilled at learning when to dodge attacks, what fights to take, where to take them, and grow to enjoy the various possibilities that the game has to offer in terms of weapons, special character upgrades that can sometimes be obtained during a level up, and the kittens that you are saving. Every 5 floors you clear, you will be able to save a kitten, which can grant your character a variety of special skills, which can range from a leaf shield that can be shot at enemies when you have a ranged weapon equipped, to causing enemies to explode when they die, allowing you to make quick work of hordes of enemies. Be careful though. These kittens can be killed and are often guarded by an enemy, meaning that if you have an AoE attack, be careful not to hit them in the blast radius. Additionally, in some rooms, there are relics that the player can destroy to gain additional attributes, typically ranging between attack or health. Doing so will cause certain enemies to spawn 2 instead of 1. This is truly a blessing and a curse, as this means that there's more available XP to level up, but it makes the dungeon more dangerous. The monetization model is not an easy one to pin down. On one side of the spectrum, there's one clear purchase that makes you unlock a few notable aspects of the game, such as being able to start with characters that have higher stats, increased choices in your level up options, and the ability to pick up more cat perks per run. That being said, there was nothing that seemed sufficiently out of the box to make me want to purchase it. It should be noted that the game was developed by a single person, so if you're looking to support the developer, this is the best way to do so. I do, however, wish that there was a middle option that allowed me to try out the full game for a period of time, or certain components of it for a reduced price. During my roughly 4 hours of gameplay, I never really felt like I was reaching an end or something resembling. I know that there were 9 kittens to be saved, but after a certain point, every failure was only that. A failure. Seeing even a progress bar that showed me how close I was to completing my goal may have served to motivate me a little bit more. Given that roguelikes are one of my favorite genres, I came into this game excited to see what all it had in store for me. Unfortunately, the game does not have enough variety across weapons, enemies, locales, and exploration to warrant me staying longer than I needed to. For a list of the current rankings of games that I've played, please take a look at the description below. To not miss any future iOS game reviews, be sure to subscribe to Gaming in the Moment.